Hi guys.
Hi chat.
Brian's giving me the look. He's not happy. I'm ruining our intro. Hi guys.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the Summit Asia, our second best of 3.
You just saved the intro, LD.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I got this. It's no problem. Vici Gaming versus LGD Gaming. All the gaming's here as Asian Dota action continues. Well, what else is new on BTS? But gods, we're down to 4 teams. We're about to be down to 3. This will be our final team eliminated for today. Then we stop the eliminations. We cast DT versus Newbie for the winner bracket finals. And then tomorrow, we send the 3rd team home. And we're left with just 2. Loser bracket finals tomorrow. Grand finals the day after that. We're going to punch our first team's ticket besides DK and Navi to the land finals. Exciting stuff.
We may be on the summit, but things are heating up, LD. I tell you that.
Yes, they are. We're staying nice and toasty, even in the high altitude weather. Well, with that being said, guys, we're ready to hop inside the game. Vici versus LGD. Game 1's underway. Of course, you're watching the Summit Asia, powered by Twitch. Here we go.
Okay, so what's in store here? Vici Gaming, Dire side, they gave up the first pick to LGD. And LGD, we saw
Centaur's just been ignored. I'm always surprised if Centaur's not taken in the first stage, especially in Chinese Dota.
Especially for a first pick AA. LGD were picking a bit of AA yesterday, I believe, but I don't think they were prioritizing it. They were prioritizing it pretty high.
Yeah, AA Centaur very strong. It was very effective in, I believe, it was game 2 of the last set.
Yeah.
So I think Centaur's a good pick here. Sand King can't do anything to harass him. He lanes well against Prophet, and
I'm surprised Vici Gaming take Prophet over the Centaur.
You could even just go Sand King Centaur. I think that's a very strong opening. Centaur puts so much pressure on the enemy supports that your Sand King's just going to be free to stack and farm.
All your teamfight worries are solved. Like, you can pick anything you want with your other 3 heroes as far as solos, whether you pick hard carries, whether you want to pick like nice burst damage type carries. You can pick anything with a Centaur Sand King as your first 2 picks.
And what do you do to punish that? Centaur requires at least 2, if not 3 heroes to deal with in the lane.
Yeah.
Unless you have like a Viper Centaur or some really unusual matchup. And outside of that, Sand King then has no pressure, can just stack and farm freely with the supports occupied by Centaur. And someone gets an early blink, and then you just go ham.
Yeah. Well, I think the big thing with what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought.
You were just snapping in the air and
snapping.
Ah, the lights are on, K-pop.
No, I'm blind.
You're blinding us.
That's all right. I'm just getting fussy. I'm jumping ahead here.
He's getting very agitated. He was like losing his train of focus.
I'm trying to keep the energy high and up, and
then you want the lights off. Doesn't that like bring us?
No.
What? We need to mic you up. We need to mic K-pop up so he can get involved in the
Trash
show.
talk with us, yeah.
He doesn't have the team fight recap, man, so he can't be his normal self.
Okay.
We've taken his toys away.
Well, that's our next goal. Get a mic over at the producer desk. But.
Not today. Wisp gets banned by Vici.
Okay, well, I was going to say, I think Vici Gaming like the Prophet just because I think they feel it matches up against LG like to 5-man a lot. They play very safe, conservative Dota, and that's where having that kind of like rat Dota element to your draft can be. I think it's good at breaking down LGD's play. More so than it's like against a team like IG. IG can kind of deal with that and play aggressive, split up on their own. LGD really does focus a lot on grouping up as 5 and moving around the map as a unit.
That's true. I do find this move interesting from Vici. They ban Wisp, and they have that 1-2 punch coming out of this stage. They could go Tiny Wisp, but they're not going to do it.
No.
Tiny Wisp actually does decently against Centaur. We've seen Centaurs die to that combo quite frequently in the offlane.
Have Vici played any Tiny Wisp? I think they're one of the few Chinese teams who has not.
No.
I've seen IG do it. I've seen LGD also. When LGD did it in Game 2 against HGT yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah.
Am I making that up?
No, they did.
Okay.
They crushed HGT, and one of them was a Tiny Wisp team.
Okay. Good. I'm not delusional.
Lynn's Tiny, I believe.
Yeah. It's basically like...
Shout-2.
If you're not going Wisp Tiny, you may as well just ban it out, so LGD you don't go Wisp Tiny, in theory.
I think it would be a little greedy from Vici, but I think it's still decent.
Yeah.
Well, they don't want it. They won't have it. They've got the Sand King here. They'll need a second support. They'll need their solo mid for super. Alchemist, not banned. They've used the Alch to great effect. Even stronger on the Dire side for the early Roshing. Prophet's good at Roshing. LGD are good at contesting Rosh. Centaur and H Apparition, good. Both good at around the pit and have some good initiation range, good pick-off potential.
Yep. This is just where they go like a Rubik, Alchemist. If they want to go with the same drafting themes we've seen, like get the Rubik to go with the Sand King. Rubik great against Centaur for the lift to kind of counter Stampede, for stealing Stampede. And then the Alchemist, we've seen them run a few times. Although they are on the Dire side this time around. But
I wonder what the carry would be then if they go that direction.
Yeah, I think they're very flexible in carry. And they're going to... Like right now, LGD's draft tells you nothing about what they're going to do. Centaur fits wherever. He goes in the off lane. He goes safe lane solo if you need. But he's just like doesn't reveal what kind of playstyle you're doing. AA doesn't tell you much either. So I think they want to wait to see what LGD pick. But no Rubik, they go Visage instead.
This is a change of pace.
Haven't seen much Visage, yeah.
He got an additional nerf in this patch to Grave Chill.
Okay.
But he's still situationally strong. We know Cloud9 love to run him mainly with Drow.
Did Vici Gaming go Drow?
I
would love to see Vici Gaming go Drow. I just don't.
I don't think Drow is going to be too good in this type of game. LGD will just be face rushing them with Lifestealer bombs, with Ancient Apparition ults, and
no, it's bad. Lifestealer picked up, so
is good at her annoying Centaur in the laning stage.
There's no Weaver to answer the Lifestealer pick with here, so we'll see what Vici Gaming get. No Morphling as well, which is the other hero I like. Well, Morphling not great against AA though, but
yes, not good at all in that matchup. So heroes that are good against Lifestealer. Mirana, quite good. Helps to make up for these supports being fairly farm intensive. I would like a Mirana pick for Vici here.
I just wish a Chinese team would pick Mirana today.
We saw it yesterday. LGD like it. Hearts Get Together, or Hyperglory team liked it.
Yeah.
The new name just doesn't do it for me, man.
Yeah. So, they could pick up the Puck here since Puck doesn't really reveal too much, and I don't think they're really sure what carry they want against the Lifestealer.
They probably want to deny LGD Puck anyway. That is a scary combo. Puck, Centaur, Lifestealer, that's just a
I think I like the Puck more than
ball.
Alchemist here, because I mean Alchemist is nice because he goes for the BKB later and doesn't have to worry about the disable so much, but Storm instead?
LGD are light on stuns, but they can go Puck. Puck's probably the way to go here.
Super plays a pretty scary Storm.
Yes, he's a very versatile solo mid.
More known for his Storm than his Puck. The thing is, like, I'll see so many Vici Gaming solo mids, I'm like, oh, Super plays a good that hero, and I feel like I say it for any solo mid they pick up.
Oh, I was saying the Puck more for LGD.
Yeah.
But yeah, LGD, I think they go Puck here.
Yeah.
They'll need a vehicle for the Lifestealer. Centaur's okay, but if they don't go Puck, they'll need some lockdown for Storm. Doom was banned by them. They'll go TA.
Oh, that's a bit greedy.
This is quite greedy, and
it
does match up well in the laning stage versus Storm. Good versus Familiars for just blowing them up, but I don't know.
Main problem you run into with the Puck is like you've got Puck and Centaur who kind of fill a similar role with the initiation, and Lifestealer is like a 4 protect 1 carry is not the best, so this gives them like 2 cores. But
just get a Dagon on your Puck Fada style. Yeah. You're doing fine.
That's the scary way to play it. I like the Nyx ban.
I like that style. I think that's a good way to make Puck a secondary carry.
Yeah.
But not going to see it this game.
No, I'm not going to see it. Nyx ban smart. LGD actually run quite a bit of support Nyx Assassin, and it matches up good against Prophet, Storm. It's less so, but Prophet and Storm both.
Nyx is not as popular in the Western scene. It is definitely an Eastern flair that we see from them.
Well, we'll see what the last 2 picks are going to be. Vici need carry, and Luna banned out. I was about to say Doom would have been good, but I looked down, Doom's also banned. So.
Yeah, they could have used Doom.
Spectre, maybe? Spectre's not great against Lifestealer Centaur, even TA, I don't know.
It's pretty greedy.
Yeah.
You could go early for like phase drums.
I think it's anti-mage. I think this is going to be an anti-mage game.
For Vici?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Anti-mage Dota time. Let's go.
Oh, God. Please, no.
You're not satisfied with just the one anti-mage we got?
Well,
you are satisfied?
I want to see Vici win, and I don't think anti-mage is a winning pick this game.
They go Wraith King.
I think that's a good pick, though.
Yeah, it's a good pick, I agree.
Damage over time from the Wraith Fire Blast to remove refraction charges.
Don't have to worry about getting blown up against the AA, so...
Yeah. I think it's a good pick.
Ooh, Chen's interesting. I'm not sure if I like the Chen pick too much here.
They really would want to shut down the Storm before he hits level 6, because what do they have on him? They have Stomp. They have 1 stun for Storm.
How do you gank him, though?
But it's a Chen, right? It's not the best roaming ganker early. If you want to put pressure on him, Enchantress would be much better.
If you have a roaming duo, like a Vengeful Spirit plus Chen or a Shadow Demon plus Chen, sure. But it's a Chen plus an AA. That doesn't gank.
They can't gank Storm.
It's a TA mid, so TA's got no step. There is no real way to gank
I don't know
Storm.
about LGD's draft gods. They have 1 stun against the Storm. That is a recipe for problems.
And even against a hero like Wraith King. Wraith King you normally want to cut around a lot, but not going to be the easiest
They
job
have
to do
trap
so.
for Wraith King. They have traps, open wounds, stampede.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad. But he's just there to soak up damage. Like he doesn't do the damage. In this draft, the Storm and the Visage and the Prophet are even the Sand King, to me, should be the big damage dealers.
All right, we're in agreement. We prefer Vici Gaming's draft. Doesn't mean.
Let's just give them a win. We'll go to game 2 now.
Yeah. LGD, by the way, guys.
Pack it in, boys.
Let's get on the all chat here.
Casters have never been wrong in their lives before.
Okay.
They could win these lanes, though. TA can crush a Storm mid if you play it really well. Chen could get some good creeps early. and just get a really fast mech, can push with the double creeps. They don't have the best pushing tri-lane, though. That's the other weird thing about the Chen pick is there's no Luna. We're trying to build up LGD's draft, but I'm just like...
I think we may be looking more at like an AUI 2000 farming Chen for a bit, because I don't see him helping out the lanes too much.
Probably their biggest strength is just once they get the Centaur Blink and the Ancient Apparition ult, and maybe a mech on the Chen, fast level 6.
Yeah, then
just going for an Infest Bomb and fighting.
Okay.
And then split push with the TA, the Life Stealer.
I can on board with that. I like the Wraith King pick for Vici Gaming because it also means Yao can get fully zoned out of the offlane. If it was just Sand King Visage with like a true hard carry there, I don't think they can zone him out because Burrow Strike level 1 not great, the level 1 Grave Chill's not fantastic, but with a Wraith Fire Blast combining into that, I think Yao will get completely zoned out potentially.
Well, guys, welcome into Vici Gaming versus LGD. It's game 1 of a best of 3. It's the loser bracket round 3. And after this match, we play our winner bracket finals, our loser bracket finals tomorrow, and the grand finals best of 5 the day after that. When it's all said and done, we'll have one more Chinese team joining DK. The lone Southeast Asian Hope Titan did get eliminated, but, well, it'll be a Chinese team as well coming in, and maybe RTK. I know the Western fans would love to see him. With that being said, we'll introduce the teams now. Vici Gaming on the Dire side, LGD the Radiant. We've got FY as the support Sand King. He's gone for this ward quite a few times. Always goes boots first. This is like his go-to early game Sand King build. Super as your solo mid Storm. A change of pace for him. No more Alk this time around. His Storm has been magnificent in the past. Let's see if he does it again. ROTK also boots first on the Prophet. Fenrir, your support Visage, and Sylar showing some diversity here. He'll be playing the Wraith King in the safe lane.
Well, for the Radiant side, it's LGD China, a team who's been around for a long, long time. In the offlane, it's going to be Yao playing the Centaur. He's got money for boots here, saved up 450. We'll see if he does buy those in just a second. Solo mid will be Muraka-sama, also known as Lin, playing the Templar Assassin. Your tri-lane's going to be comprised of Rabbit on the Life Stealer, one of his better heroes. DDC on the Ancient Apparition. Finally, DD playing the Jungle Chen.
Why don't more people go for the RTZ block? That's one of those things, it's like, you know these players study replays. It's very surprising.
It's definitely like it gives you that small little edge there, but it's one of those. I mean, most of the players I talk to or I've seen comment on it, it's just like, well, it's a very small advantage. It's just not part of my habits.
Yeah.
Like putting the effort to develop a new habit is just not worth it, I guess, to them.
True.
It's such a small advantage it gives you, maybe.
Well, it looks like Super will have the better creep block. So if he'd RTZ block, gods.
Maybe. Yeah.
Of course, he could have done the regular block.
You then like he then draws the aggro of the creep, so he's actually going to deny his range. But both heroes, he gets to deny the range creep. Super, well, doesn't get the deny, but at the end of the day, you don't mind the experience as much as the last hit. So
there's the Radiant Observer on top. It saw FY get this invis, but not having fun.
So Yao did go back and get the boots. So okay. No Stout Shield, no bonus regen. This means he has to play pretty defensive at the top lane because he doesn't have that extra regen to rely on.
Will boots be enough to keep him safe, though? I feel like at level 3, they could still kill him.
Well, the lane's actually pushing out, which I think is not too bad for Yao, because Yao's leeching experience, and when this wave pushes out, he'll pull the big camp over to his creep wave, and then he can actually deny more XP, pull the wave back. This Radiant offlane is just a lot easier to play than the Dire offlane, although RTK, speaking of Dire offlane, has already hit level 2.
Yeah. Better hero. It's a better matchup for RTK is the main thing. He's not against a triple stun lane, or a double stun lane with Visage, so he can do a lot more here. Ancient Apparition can trade blows, but realistically, you're not killing him. So
Fenrir realizes what's going on, because he comes in, well, it's not actually being pulled right now. It's just, well, he's actually going to draw aggro onto Fenrir has 0 armor. You don't want to fight these satyrs.
Yeah, he doesn't want to fight anything. He can chip away at Yao, though. No Stout Shield and no return.
Yeah.
He's reserved as a skill point.
He keeps going in and, like...
just tanking auto attacks. Trying to mess up the creep pull.
Yeah, it's curious that he's doing this.
Well, the creep pull's already messed up, so he did his job.
Yeah.
Just prevented the double pull.
It was already double stacked, the small camp, but yeah, it doesn't get the full double pull off. So there'll be a decent-sized creep wave, which may push out. It actually gets to the tower here, so...
Looking at the Chen, has DD gotten any big stacks off? Nothing yet. I don't know. The Treants are roaming through. RTK's been a bit of a pest. Yeah, I feel like if they're not getting more out of the jungle, then I really worry for LGD in the mid game.
It also means if he doesn't see Chen anywhere in the Radiant jungle, like if he moves his Treant down to the big camp, he'll see Chen's nowhere, and it'll be like a pretty telltale sign that Chen is smoked up, ganking mid or bottom lane.
This is such a weak gank.
Yeah.
TA and Chen. She's not level 6. How do you get this kill? He's got to walk into your Centaur, and even then...
if he goes across the river and really pushes up, maybe you get it.
Maybe they get the courier, though. It's not 3 minutes yet. This would be a huge
dear.
courier snipe. It hasn't been called by RTK. Oh, they'll get the courier. One more right
No
click.
bottle! He
Down
didn't
it
pick up
goes.
the bottle!
The stomp's off the mark, though. He does
Ah.
airball. They could have gotten the first blood as well. Super. Oh, man.
He may go for the test of faith. He's got the test of faith. He's chasing Super. No.
Too slow, I guess.
Ooh, it was
Actually, it's
a
faster
little
than
out of
Super,
range.
but didn't stay in range.
Yeah. He needed the extra right click.
He
so
could
went
have
for the
gotten
right
first
click.
blood and the courier kill,
Yeah.
but no, he'll settle for a courier kill.
He was so focused on the courier, he didn't end up,
And like you
hitting the
said,
stump.
Super's bottle is gone for 3 minutes. That is a nice bailout for Maraka-sama, who was actually losing the lane to Super. TA normally gets stronger in this matchup around level 5, but early on was struggling a bit.
All right, well, that's Center out of this off lane as well. Center actually rotates all the way down bottom. They're going for a kill now. RTK, he says, where did you come from, Yao? All the way from top. That's where the Boots first Centaur's really nice over the Stout Shield, because you can actually gank mid, or you can gank the, well, go all the way to bottom lane and get a gank down there. So, unconventional movement finds a kill.
They do get the kill. This does free up FY and Fenrir, who are both level 3, already out-leveling the Chen. And I do worry a bit about the Chen's level and item progression. Sure, you're going to get a fast tier 1, but what's the follow-up to this? There's no
RTK's
big
already
stacks.
TP in with Treants to try drag aggro off.
If they don't get this tower cleanly and quickly, I'm actually fine with Vici Gaming giving it up. They can trade for the top tower. They're getting more levels on their supports. They can catch up really efficiently in the jungle, Sand King.
Oh, God, they're doing everything to keep this Siege Creep alive bottom. Like, they...
Tank the tower.
Chen lost his Alpha Wolf, and then he used a Holy Persuasion on just a dire normal creep. So they're going all in for this push, and I'm not sure they're going to get it. There's Treants in 3 seconds. I think this push is not going to work.
You
RTK's
can
going to
summon
get more
them from
Treants.
across the tree line as well if he wants to.
Yeah, RTK's...
And they're pushing top. They're trading towers.
Oh, man, RTK's held this so fantastic. If you want to see how to play offlane Nature's Prophet, watch RTK this game.
Oh, the Chen's going to start tanking tower shots. Someone's got to take the aggro
It's the
off
Siege Creep. They really want this Siege Creep alive.
He might die to the tower.
No, they
was
give up.
close.
I think they realize, like, they tanked
They're
so
lost.
much
They
damage.
lost the tower. They gave up the first tower to Vici. They're running the Chen.
Oh,
He's
man.
not stacking the woods. Oh, what a train wreck of a push. Great defense from Vici.
They really went all in for that, and they just were...
It's a level 2 Chen with an Alpha Wolf, and they're trialing. If that's like a Luna trialing, they get the tower, but it's a Lifestealer Ancient Apparition trialing. So I think they should have just chilled. Got the first blood, back off, and go farm.
Yeah.
But RTK played it well, like you pointed out.
He's done his job, so he goes back to Found to heal up. Now he's got more mana for more Treants. He TPs back in, summons Treants, will send them off to Scout, so he knows it's safe. It's hard for him to lane because Rabbit has Phase Boot, so he can just go diving in for kills, but he's got the TP scroll, so that's actually really smart because his teleportation's on cooldown for 50 seconds, so he has a TP scroll as well to help just escape from the Lifestealer.
They'll plop down a Sentry Ward mid. DD gonna go back and try and catch up. Level 3 at 5.5 minutes. You can easily be level 6, level 7 at this point if you get like a perfect or close to perfect jungle streak. But he'll play catch up now. As for the mid lane, despite the bottle death, Super dead even in terms of CS. So he's done a nice job. No bottle, no problem.
Yeah, I think...
the one thing is TA can out-farm you, but she can't really kill you if you lose your bottle, unless she's a level ahead. So it's not the biggest
I think
loss.
Vici Gaming's early game's been executed much better, but end of the day, a fast the courier kill early on as well as the first blood negates a lot of that good early game. So gold-wise, it's pretty even, although Vici Gaming have played better so far.
They have gone Midas on Lifesteal, Midas on the Wraith King. The only question is, do we see a TA Midas? Phase Boots first? Definitely not a rush. Not very popular in Chinese Dota, though.
Yeah, they normally go more like...
I've cast so many games
drums,
where the TA doesn't
Yasha,
go
BKB.
Midas, and then she just doesn't do anything.
Yeah. I've seen a mix. I've seen both, like where TAs can have really huge impact without the Midas, though. But yeah,
it's tough this game. They just don't have much lockdown. Like, I don't see TA getting kills against many of these heroes unless there's a Centaur blink. Yeah. And Yao's blink is very slow. He's level 4, Trickle Boots online, but no, he can't really sit top too easily, and he's rotated mid.
Yeah. I think rotating is a good idea for him because he can maybe see if Super takes any.
Oh, they've seen him with this Dire Observer.
Yeah, it's nice. The Sentry Ward, they were maybe expecting a mid lane ward, but not the case. Well, it is the case, but just completely in a different spot.
Not where you want it. And now Sand King getting some bad RNG in the jungle, FY with the golems. Sylar's helping him to slay the golems.
Yeah, well, Sylar, yeah, Midas alright. And they get the top lane to the Visage, so they really want to prioritize getting Fenrir up to level 6 here early. So this is really interesting to see from Vici Gaming.
Same for the Ancient Apparition, but that's the beauty of the Sand King pick, is you basically have a jungler after the first 3 levels.
Yeah. Well, A is not getting a solo lane by the
Zip in on the mid lane, they're chewing through the refraction charges. Out comes the Wraith King stun, but it's Mel dodged.
Yeah.
Beautifully played by Maraka-sama.
Yep.
Nice move from Lin.
All right, push attempt number 2, or at least like big attempt number 2. The first one was comprised of like 3 separate attempts.
Yeah, if you want to gank TA, come bearing dust.
This time around, bottom lane tier 1 I think will go down unless there's TPs now from Vici Gaming, which they don't have. They have Storm Spirit TP, but he's not going to defend this on his own.
Although missed the last hit on the tower bottom. A little unfortunate for them.
Yeah.
They do take that first tower, even things up. Though, if I'm Vici, I'm pretty happy. I'm running Visage and Sand King, and they're both level 5. Chen, Ancient Apparition, sure, they're both level 5 as well, but what's the Chen actually done this game?
I'm actually surprised AA is level 5. He's found some good XP this game.
He's been pulling all the time. Yeah. What has the Chen done, though? I feel like this Chen pick to me hasn't been very effective.
It'll be like
so
the
far.
mid-game, like just the mech plus Hand of God presence that they're looking for, I guess. But if he wanted to have that, he should just be farming a lot more. I guess he got the courier snipe, so that's
yeah.
It was a bit of fortune
he
for him.
stumbled into the courier, but yeah, he did kill the courier. Gotta give him credit for that.
No.
How quickly we forget.
So
the casters are fickle.
FY going to have a very fast blink, probably around the 10-minute mark. He's going to farm some satyrs. He's farmed the big camp. He's just 300 short, and
here comes the skeleton army.
Oh.
These things do a lot of damage. 24 damage.
Yeah, just a level 1 Storm Remnants as well.
It's so annoying though. Like you see the storm here and you just can't do anything. You net him, he's just gonna zip away.
There aren't sentries, so you can let's say FY can just walk in and sandstorm. They don't have detection. Like you can try and walk up and hoof stomp, but FY should be able to dodge that.
You mentioned LGD like the 5-man. Boy, do they ever. Already 4 mid at 9 minutes and no mech, no blink. They're 5-manny, but they don't have the items to do it really.
Yeah. They leave the AA bottom to get his level 6, and once he's level 6, this 4-man mid essentially becomes the 5-man you're talking about.
But who starts the fight? Like, you trap into a centaur, walk in and all? I'll have Stampede soon, I guess.
LGD just love to brute force tower pushes, like, even when they... Like, we saw bottom lane! They just try and brute force the tower even when they shouldn't be, I feel. Like, it's a great, like, general... It's a playstyle which I think is really effective, but...
You have to know when you're ready.
Yeah.
And they're just like, alright, let's just go now.
No.
And they'll find the Ancient Apparition bottom. Super zips in. They'll pull him back in now. He can drop a remnant here as well, and he'll get the snowball rolling with a nice kill.
Yeah.
Baits out the AA ult too.
Smart from Vici. They saw so many heroes mid, they realized AA is just a lone level... Because they saw he was level 5 and only just got level 6. They knew he was alone to get that level 6. It was exactly what they did with Fenrir. Speaking of Fenrir, trying to get level 6 mid, he's now caught out, and
this is a nice opening for Vici. They will TP in some backup though. Sylar looking for a stun. He's going to finally settle on Xiaotuji, but there's an Infest Bomb available. Can just retreat his way out. They'll infest the Dire Creep, and they'll pull in Maraka-sama. The sendback's ready. Will they get him in time? The Centaur deployed as well. The stun! The double stun, but the sendback brings him home.
Just barely gets himself out of there. Lifestealer as well. Scurries away downriver.
It's only a level 2 test of faith.
Yeah, that was a long test of faith.
Just enough, though.
So early, the phase drums. This is the common, I guess, Chinese TA build, not your greedy Midas, and it's... I don't know. I'm 50-50 on it. I don't think there's a clear answer which is... when you've got a lifesteal or also Midas, I don't think you want to go too greedy with mass Midases. Like, one or the other. One needs to go early game fight, the other can go greedy, and this time around Rabbit's gone greedy.
Yeah, it's just if it turns into a farm war, then you're in trouble. Because neither of these heroes farm quickly.
LGD is all about the 5-man. You can't 5-man with Midas TA, I guess. Or at least not very
just gonna fight this, no? Everyone just ignores each other. Like, we'll take the tower. Sylar's like, well, I can't really kill you, so I'll just
They can't kill
here.
Sylar, he's got reincarnation, so...
Vici are happy, in my opinion, though. Even though they give up the tower, they've got Blink on FY now. They have Profit ult online, and I think this is where they look to fight. Familiar's just picked up. Storm, not too farm, but maybe the Sylar Blink. That's the one thing that Vici don't have.
I was wondering if we will go... I think Blink's a really good item to get here. I'm just wondering if, like, with Sand King having Blink and Storm having a long-range initiation, do you want more, or... Do you settle for like a fast blade mail, a fast
The Wraith King
armlet?
should normally be the first one into the fight. No,
I agree. Especially because
like he goes in, Sand King jumps in next once he finds the opening.
I like that idea.
And I think you do go Blink.
Armlet against AA, never the most fun thing to be doing, so I don't think it's a good armlet game. I think going like a Blink, blade mail, Mjolnir type build.
Yeah, I think that's a good build.
Smoke from LGD.
Yeah, they'll head towards the top lane as a pack.
Oh, there's smoke from Vici Gaming. They're going to run right into each other. Right at this, the crossroads.
Not here. He's not here. FYS will burrow straight in to start off immediately into the epicenter. There's nothing to cancel this, but he does get troll. No, he got troll trap. Didn't get it off. Now Maraka-sama dropping low. Nice troll trap by DD. Making plays. I question you, DD. Have mercy on my soul. I
Did
apologize.
lose the TA in the end. Wraith King got the kill. Sylar on the side here is going to lose his ultimate reincarnation. And
will he die a second time? Fenrir
there's a
able
whole
to make
stomp.
his way out?
Yes.
Oh boy. Oh yes, he will. Familiar stomp's cooling down. Well, or will he? Stuns up Yao. Is there much damage left on these familiars? They have a few more charges, not sufficient.
On the Centaur and the
now
Troll
on the
combo.
Retreat. They've got an open wounds here. The stomp's available. Sylar gets off the stun, but he stuns Rabbit. Should have stunned the... Oh, it doesn't matter. He pulls on the Centaur. He's still going to go down to the right click. And now he's going to pay. Super joins the fight, finds one. Familiar stuns there. Gets him out safely.
Yeah.
Well, gods, I questioned DD, and he had a great troll trap to cancel the epicenter there. So
Fortunately, TA still went down, but it was...
I stand corrected, DD.
He's played a good Chen. Like, LGD definitely not known I remember, like, leading up to TI2, they were, like, the only team who didn't have a jungle player. Like, DD and DD/DDC played, like, one game of junglers in their entire Dota 2 career. But, hey, they played a good Chen so far.
I'm happy to eat crow here. You know, I'd like to think I inspired him to greatness. No, but yeah, he has played well so far. Well, what do they do now? TA Lifesteal are farming quite well. They'll work towards the Yasha on the TA, the Armlet on Xiaotuji. Most importantly, I think, is they will have the Yao Blink soon. And with that, and the Armlet, LGD can start finding pickoffs.
Their lineup really shines around the 15-minute mark, and that's where you'll have a Phase Drums Yasha on your TA, you'll have the Blink on Centaur. Lifesteal will have his Armlet plus Blink is the perfect timing, and Chen, Mech will be online. So this is every LGD, like, early game core item will be up, and at the exact same time, like, give or take a minute or so.
They might go in mid, though. Xiaotuji could get caught by the instant burrow. Nah, they're not going to bother.
As for Vici Gaming, what are they getting up? Orchid
They
Storm
have to farm the Orchid. That's the main issue. That's just going to be a bit longer until they come online.
As good as ROTK did bottom lane, like stalling the push so much, like apart from that, he's been very low impact this game. And I think it's just because Prophet as a hero. This is not a Prophet does not do much against 5-man. Like you can try and split their opponents up by split pushing, but that split push doesn't come into play until much later.
Well, yeah, it's a bit of a slow split push, though. The good news is if LGD try to come to Fen Towers, they could find some pickoffs here. They're smoked up. They'll rotate towards bottom. They'll go for the 2-for-1 trade, and I don't know that LGD want to be trading towers like this. I think they want to fight, but if they TP out, Vici will just run.
Lifesteal's maybe going to infest this. No, Centaur's already TP'd, so Lifesteal did not infest, but he's got a TP of his own.
Oh, Super's a little bit too close to the cliff. Yao could find him here. More supports coming in.
Ice Blast.
They're ready with the blink. The stomp follows up the inch apparition. Ult whiffs, though. Will that be enough for Super to get out? Nah, they get him anyway. They still brought the tower almost down, and they'll get the bottom tower in exchange for the top. So good kill for LGD, but it doesn't come without a price.
Yeah, T1 for T1 with a storm kill, but the T1 mid getting low as well. So I think that's still a decent damage done by Vici Gaming.
But Storm slowing down the Orchid is pretty big for LGD. Yep. Still has his quarterstaff.
It will be an Armlet for Sylar, so he's going damage, more fighting build, I guess, in some ways.
It's a good combat item. Also helps you when Storm Orchids you. You just have extra HP to try and live through it.
It's just so hard to stay alive against the Ice. I guess that's what Reincarnation's for, staying alive with...
Oh, for Sylar. I thought you were talking about...
Oh, yeah. No, yes.
Lifestealer.
Yeah, no, Sylar on the
just mindlessly
Wraith
talking
King.
about the Lifestealer.
No. Wraith King Armlet, so... He's got 2 lives, but you'll die very fast if Ice Blast hits you and you've got Armlet.
Oh, this is a good timing. If the Sand King's not ready to counter initiate, this is going to go poorly, but Wraith King's not the one you want to jump.
Yeah.
You got to find somebody better, and now the tree spouted them.
It still may go. We'll see. Oh, they blink in.
Are they really going
onto a familiar?
I guess the ultimate. It's a level 2 ult as well. They'll just pull in Yao, counter initiate, turn this fight. They're going to lose Yao off the bat. The epicenter connects. That's on 3. Nicely done by FY, and Xiaotuji potentially down. He gets stunned. He'll fall as well. Why did they go on the Wraith King?
Yeah,
what was the plan there?
Very ill-advised. DD now heavily on the retreat. DC earns him up, but this is not a fight that when we take. Did they somehow
thought his ult wasn't up? That's the only thing I can think of.
That's what I'm thinking as well, because that was a suicide run from the Centaur. Maybe Lifestealer gets out of there okay, but Centaur had no escape.
That is like ideal chain of events for Vici. You jump Wraith King, you blow everything on him, he dies, and then he comes back and kills you.
Buyback TP's in. Here we go.
Go on Sylar. They might get the turnaround kill though. Vici not expecting this buyback. They will lose the Wraith King. That's not too shabby. They chase forward, looking for RTK. They found him as well, so LGD in the end make it a good trade, and now they'll push.
These guys need to teach,
look good.
These guys need to teach Chuan how to use buybacks, because that's how you use buybacks right there.
What, you mean you don't just buy back to run into the enemy tower and die?
Probably not. Not advised.
I sense something awry in the state of IG. It's just like watching them as an observer, you just feel the tension within the team. They do not seem like the well-oiled machine from TI2.
No.
Although apparently they actually had internal issues at TI2. And even when they were going undefeated in the post-TI2 era. But here we go. There will be a fight mid. Super very close to his Orchid. Doesn't have it yet, though. With a double damage up on TA, they can just keep on muscling down this tower. Epicenter cooling down. FY tries to be clever, but he's been caught. Now the stun comes out. The
Great
double
micro.
Centaur Stomp. And nicely done. They'll bring him down.
He tried to stall it with a Blink Bio Strike, but gets punished. And DD Rune will guarantee the tier 2 tower. RTK has gone bottom as he should.
He's just slow. Like you said, he's going the Shadow Blade, though. So going for the... I guess Necrobook's also a good choice for the split push, but slightly safer split push.
Yeah, could see that after the Shadow Blade still, so...
It's a better stalling item, I think.
Oh, he's tipping mid. He wants to find
RTK? Really? Trap on the DD. He'll just get double-edged stomp. Oh, it works out?
Yeah.
I thought they had a +1 there, but not an RTK.
Maybe if he gets the Chen gets a test of faith there, RTK dies, but they chain stunned the Chen just well enough. Oh, Ice Blast. RTK's dead. Sniped by DDC.
Pow, right in the kisser. Here they go. They're going to jump in mid. TA's here. She's already used all 5 drum charges. Holy crap. She's had this drum for like 8 minutes.
If that, yeah.
That's impressive.
Oh, gosh. Well, I mean, Lin's done a lot of work this game, but yeah, the drum charge.
If Lin makes it here, don't leave him alone with the booze. Just kidding, Twitch. Just kidding. But
he picks up a Mithril Hammer, so we'll see what to make of this. Could be the BKB. I think BKB's more likely than Deso.
His ult's back up, though. It's level 2. They're committing once again onto the Wraith King. This could turn up poorly again. Sandkane's close. Sandkane's close. Epi being channeled. Not again. Not again, LGD. They've been caught by 2. The Wraith King's been their downfall so far this game. Where's that detection? They just keep on spamming the remnants.
Sandstorm?
Oh, he can't do a thing here. Yeah, he's dead. He'll try to be clever.
He's going to try to fight.
Tries to turn this one around a bit, but still burrowed and brought down. They got to stop going for this Wraith King gods. He's been their downfall.
They could have got him and then immediately stampeded out, but they waited until like they saw the Sand King.
This is why you get Might as a Wraith King, so your ult is not stuck at level 1 forever.
Yeah.
Because it's having the level 2 ult is why he's had it up these past 2 engagements.
And they've helped feed Storm his Orchid, which was actually getting slowed down quite a bit. Like the one killing him mid and just Vici Gaming not finding too many kills.
Good dodge by Sylar. Avoids the Ancient Apparition Blast and he'll hoof it back to Fountain. But now things can start to get scary for LGD.
Blink. Let's see it. 2.4k. Blink? No.
You did, like you mentioned, they don't desperately need a Blink or Wraith King. They do have Storm and Sand King to initiate, but he already hits pretty hard with Armlet. I guess I'll go carry. It's not really carry King.
I mean, BKB against the Centaur, sure, but against what else? He picks up the Mithril Hammer. Could just be a straight Desolator build.
Desolator's scary on Wraith King.
Or even a straight Mjolnir. Like the Mjolnir's become really popular as of late, especially in the Western scene.
That's true. Could be a straight Mjolnir.
Well, off to the jungle he goes. As neither team making any moves towards Roshan, but with the
Orchid actually went to deward this. I'm surprised they didn't check that ward. This is the obvious one to check.
It's like
because they saw the Wraith King, they know there's a ward in their jungle. Well,
it's that whole like pub ward mentality that we're talking about in the bottom lane, at the off lane for the dire side. It's like you just don't expect it to be in the obvious spot. You're thinking,
That's a ward you actually see in pro games though. Like this one we've seen like 3 times in the past few months.
That's very true.
Well, maybe not 3, but
did they buy more sentries? No, FY gets a gem. So.
Screw this, man.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Okay. So LGD know there's a gem up, so they're not going to be caught by surprise, although it's just the TA, but TA, I mean, obviously not really using Invis to initiate.
Now I just worry about LGD's lockdown, because there's a free farm, well, not a free farm Storm, but a Storm who's having a decent game, 2-1 and 3, has his Orchid, Prophet with a Shadow Blade, and they have 1 stun to prevent them from split pushing. Yep. No Abyssal Blade on Xiaotuji. He's gone for a Sange. Not a bad fighting item, but the lockdown's very lacking.
Yeah, that's I guess where TA is getting more and more farm. TA is going to go probably the BKB Deso build, which seems to be pretty popular. Has got most of his BKB, so TA is actually quite farmed. And end of the day, like LG, they lack the lockdown, but they've got is just the farm on their core heroes. Their 2 core heroes, fairly well on top of the net worth chart right now.
Yeah, she needs BKB. She's been getting crushed by Sand King ults this game.
Yeah.
So, and there's the Orchid to worry about. So I do like the BKB choice.
More dewarding going on, but I think FY sees the ward on the other side of the river, but he doesn't want to go commit to it because that's like you blink over there and you're dead.
No, he didn't seem to have vision of it when I toggled Fog of War, but they can get vision now with a Remnant.
Yeah. This ping's going down towards it, so FY.
Go check that hill, he says. And
Okay, he
Yeah,
sees
now
it with
they-
the
now they've
remnant.
seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Well, even a trap being put up there by TA.
That's one thing I really would like to see Valve add was is proper Fog of War, where it doesn't just gray out things, but actually blocks your vision. Like when you toggle Fog of War, don't see the X's on the
Oh
map.
yeah.
and full black, like
So you
Warcraft
can-
3.
Yeah, yeah. So you can get that like intensity moment when you don't know where the other team is.
Yes.
Like it happens in Counter-Strike where you can like toggle, like you have the fog, you can see the not the fog, the X-ray vision for spectators, but you can turn it off like in a 1v1 clutch situation. So
It's so much less exciting when you like see the model around the corner,
Yeah.
like you know the fight's coming.
and you know when he's about to peek and stuff, but when it's like you turn that X-ray off and then like you have no idea what's going to happen. You're feeling the tension that the player's feeling. Like that player has no idea when that player's coming around that corner. So I think that'd be a cool thing to have. But I mean, Dota 2 obviously less, like, I guess
It doesn't have
FPS
quite the level of
focused. Yeah.
tension. It's more just it makes it easier as an observer and someone who's trying to learn the game or commentate it, just to properly be able to put yourself on the side of the
Yeah.
players.
Yeah.
Either way, it would be nice, but it's still fun either way. Here we go. Vici Gaming grouping up top. They've got 5 heroes ready. Super 2,200 gold up. Shoutuji getting a little nervous, forced to back off. He does have to be careful. He's tanky, but if they get the silence off, they can kill him.
Yeah, yeah. So, I think Vici Gaming maybe go Roshan at some point. Let's say they have all these lanes so far pushed out. I think they can Roshan uncontested.
And
being on the
LGD,
diet
can they
side.
get there in time? It's already too late, I
It's-
feel. Like within 10 seconds, it will be too late.
It's just they're gonna if they got to go now as 5, and it's so hard and rich. Because the thing is, Vici Gaming can just back off, push out the lanes again with ROTK, and once the lanes are pushed out, they go back into Roshan. So
Dire side profit just so ridiculous because you can just do that. Push top, force them back, and then go Roche.
and you never know where Sand King's going to be positioned with his epicenter blink in. They see the Sand King now. He takes out a trap, so they do have a general idea of where Sand King will be positioned on the left side of the
Maybe they've
Roshan.
come in time, though. There's the Centaur initiation, jumps into the pit, focus on RTK. Shoutuji will bring him down. Now Sylar popping the BKB, standing strong,
Oh,
looking
super
for Yao. They haven't killed him off yet. FY delivers an epicenter. That's on 2, but it's not enough follow-up, DD. Brought low, still alive. The Wraith King respawning, going for a stun on Shoutuji. Who's gonna win the fight? Super buys back, goes for the deep dive. Brought down 1, looking for more. That dire advantage paying off here. Maraka-sama will be next. They've lost 3. The Lifestealers bought back, but to what end? That Storm Dire. If that's a Radiant side buyback, that is a useless
Not just
buyback.
Storm, but Prophet also bought back for that one. So
And Lifestealer, too. They're all rejoining the fight, but he's just been sprouted. They'll now isolate him. This rage is going to wear off soon. They have brought down 1 on the back of the Yao buyback. He rejoins the fray. No, he's still alive. Never mind that, but goes in on the Super now. Trying to find some more kills. Vici could get wiped here. They've lost 4. That's your Aegis down. Sylar. No ult. No way out. He'll go down as well. Vici getting outmaneuvered at the Roche pit. Super. Panic zip. He's a bit short. There's an ultimate available in 15 seconds. He's almost out of mana.
they're going to
They
keep
on
chasing. I
chasing.
think, yeah.
They can open wounds him. Now he's done. No more mana. And Shoutuji says,
See?
it's time. Let's go
Dunzo.
for this. There's the rage, the familiar stuns to keep him safe. A second stun, but it doesn't matter. Super goes down. It's a team wipe, and the Aegis down in the end for Vici.
Gosh.
That looked fine for Vici, but not enough.
They used their buybacks first. Like they won the initial fight based on their the very first fight LGD won. Like they killed Storm and Prophet with the initial engagement. The problem is
Vici won fight 2, but they lost fight 3.
Fight 2 comes so close after Fight 1 because a buyback from a Prophet and Storm, they can zip in from, like, Storm just has to TP to the tier 2, Prophet buys back and TPs in. So the Fight 2 happens right after Fight 1, so it looks like Vici Gaming going well, but then LGD, they buy back and it's like, oh, well, they're going to lose Roche. But by the time they get to the Roshan pit, Vici Gaming can't fight. They have no reincarnation. They have no BKB.
Yeah, they didn't have much.
That's where the TA and the Lifestealer especially is just can dominate. Without reincarnation up, it's really hard for Vici Gaming to take that fight, even with the Aegis on Storm.
The other thing was FY's epicenter.
It was level 1.
Yeah, it was
that
level
was the
1,
big
and
problem.
also the first few pulses hit nothing.
Yeah.
So it felt very underwhelming.
FY just wasn't in position for the Roshan fight, and I think LGD knew it because he dewarded a trap like over near the mid lane right before LGD went into Roche, so they knew FY was not ready to come in.
Oh, this is a concern for Vici. They still have the split push to fall back on, but they'll want to wait for the Wraith King ult to be online before they consider a fight. And other thing is they have a Prophet, and Prophet just offers you almost nothing in these 5v5 clashes. He's gone Midas Shadowblade. Good at split pushing, but not so good at the team fights.
Well, we'll see what's he actually going for after the Shadow. He's only on 2k. RTK is really poor for a Prophet. LGD say, screw it, we go high ground. Or no?
I don't know.
No.
They're giving up a tier 2 for maybe a tier 3 damage.
Okay.
They're forced back. This will allow Vici to regain control of their jungle. They also lost the gem, was the other thing we did not mention in that fight.
Okay.
So FY gave up the gem there.
Shen
So.
holding on to that fella.
Costly fight. If there was a team fight recap, that is like a probably 5-6k gold
I think
swing.
the really scary thing is for Vici Gaming is that LGD's next couple items, they scale so well with. Like, Lifestealer gets his probably Abyssal Blade next, and then the T8 gets the Desolator, or I think Desolator or Daedalus, whatever it may be. Whatever TA's next damage item is going to be a huge increase in damage, save for Rabbit. Vici Gaming just don't have that same scary scaling with their next item. Storm BKB is probably the closest thing, but that's just to keep them alive. For LGD, it's TA and Lifestealer's big damage item that's coming up next, and that's what's going to be hard for Vici to deal with.
Yeah, the Storm wants like 2 more items. He wants BKB and then Hex.
Yeah.
Wraith King's next item will be decent. Probably Assault Caress, but he's not going to win the man fight against a Lifestealer.
Yeah.
To do that, you need an Abyssal Blade of your own, or you just need like mass other items.
These team fights, a lot of it's going to come down to FY. I think he needs to survive the team fight so that when
this could be it, gods.
He needs to stay alive after his
Centaur,
initiation, though.
He's got to get this off before the pipe gets popped.
Yeah.
Will they fight? If they want to fight, this is like the perfect epicenter opening. I think they're going to. They're bringing in a few
so
more.
many heals, though.
Sylar can just run in, try and set this up. They're actually scouting for him with DDC. Sylar's baiting. They're getting ready with FY.
They're not going?
No, they're not going to go.
Oh,
he's got to get out if he's not going. What's he doing?
Yeah.
Just hoping they don't find him.
Oh, familiars. Micro those.
Not the best micro. Wake up, Fenrir. He already played a best of 3, so maybe slight fatigue factoring in.
If I could blink higher up here as well if they are worried about this. So you may want to stay near this bottom lane.
There's just like, you can get like here. That's about it. Apparition ult goes in. They'll drop the double edge. The Centaur Stomp. They've brought down RTK immediately.
Here comes the epicenter. It's so far away, though.
It's useless. Well, it's caught too. It's not useless, but it doesn't do enough. FY brought down, and now they try to fight their way out with Shao Tuji at full HP, working on Fenrir, chewing through the Gravekeeper's Cloak. A few more right clicks. He'll bring down the support Visage. Sylar.
Oh, Infest dodged the Burrow Strike. Oh my gosh.
Isolate on the backside, and well,
out comes Rabbit.
Now he comes out. He'll bring down Sylar. The ult's unavailable. He's no mana for this. Even with the End Shreds, it just wasn't enough. No buybacks, I don't think. Oh, this is it.
What happened to his mana? Did he just use too many stuns in that fight? I
There's
guess
no
so.
mana burn.
Yeah.
There's no mana burn. Yeah, he just used too many stuns.
Yikes. Rax is down. Vici Gaming, game 1 not going their way, it feels like. Rabbit's already getting to work on the tier 3 mid tower, and with this, Vici Gaming may be out 40 seconds with no Storm, no Wraith King. Double Raxes in my book is GG right now, and it looks like that's exactly what we're going to be seeing.
Deso's coming as well. It'll probably be Mega Creeps here for LGD in a matter of seconds, and with Mega Creeps, good luck to Vici. I wish them all the best.
The scariest thing is, like, you look at someone like Rabbit, and he's got 7k gold. So even if they get pushed back now and Vici Gaming hold on to their last Raxes, the next fight's coming with either an Assault Caress or an Abyssal Blade. Your TA's got Deso, your AA's got an Ag Scepter. That fight went horribly wrong before LGD had like 15k more in items. Like, there's going to be an extra huge burst in their economy.
Yeah, their economy is definitely booming right now. It's a bull market for them.
Chen with a freaking Necro book. This Chen's
more
just filthy
problems
rich.
for the Wraith King.
Yeah. Now he will actually face mana problems because he's just got the 550 mana pool. And just one mana burn and a couple mana break hits is going to be no reincarnation for him.
And he just kind of gets ignored in the fights. Like, they don't focus him until the BKB's down. The few times they tried to focus him, they lost the fights, but since they've been focusing other heroes, the fights have gone worse and worse for Vici.
Yep.
And they get an Ags now in HF Pressure. Everybody's piling up the items.
Alrighty.
One more good push, and that's the third lane of Rax. Unless they really overextend. I don't know what the comeback vehicle will be, though, gods. They've gained no damage. They don't have a Veil on FY. There's a pipe and a mech anyway. The Sankey's just negated by this mass magic block and AoE heal.
I think it's over at this point, LD.
Oh, Vici don't. They'll fight it out. Well, they probably know, but they'll give it one last good hurrah.
It's not like an Assault Crest plus Basher at the same time. Like, Lifesteal doesn't just finish one big item, he finishes one with like the makings of a second.
Yeah, and they've got a plate mail on the Centaur.
It's just ridiculous. Ugh.
Wraith King, known for balling out of control back in his old days as SK, but the real baller is definitely the Lifestealer this game. Shao Tuji sitting on heaps of gold. 19k net worth. Sylar will be caught out to start this fight. Remember, he's got a 1-minute cooldown ultimate, but that 1 minute feels very long when this happens.
Stop focusing him.
Yeah, let him die. Let him die, they say. We'll kill everyone else. They've dove in. They don't have the gem detection here. They won't be able to bring down RTK. Now they go for Sylar. Round 2, GG. They're like, let's see how the fight goes.
Yeah.
We didn't like how it went. GG.
Kill off DD. Nope, DD's still alive. It's all over. Vici Gaming, game 1. They had a bit of momentum coming out of the series against IG, but LGD...
quickly evaporated.
Yeah, that's impressive stuff. LGD looking really good right now. This is a reinvigorated team. I think apparently they also 2-0'd Newbie in the ESL qualifiers, and here they are making a statement against Vici Gaming. So LGD back to being a Tier 1 because they haven't been a Tier 1 Chinese team in a while, but right now they look like they're playing like one.
Let's see if they qualify. Like this was a nice game 1. They still have to win the series, and then from there, like to me, they still haven't had a big tournament result in some time.
Nope, that's true.
Being competitive is nice, but winning events is what it's all about.
Yeah, but
it's game 1. It's game 1 of a best of 3. They're up 1-0. Do you still believe in Vici Gaming?
They
Do you
did
think
it once
they were
before.
2-1?
That's what they did against IG. They lost game 1, took game 2 and game 3. So I don't see why not. But I think you still get a favorite LGD. Like you get that 1-0 advantage. Like you still at this point LGD at least 70% favorites, maybe 65% favorites.
Okay, well they have the 1-0 advantage, so I think that's fair. Guys, you're watching the Summit powered by Twitch. This is our game 1 of our second best of 3 of the day. We also have an ECL match, which maybe we squeeze in depending on how long this series goes. If not, it'll be on our secondary stream, most likely. But with that being said, the Summit action continues after this. LGD 1 win away from staying alive another day and playing in our loser bracket finals tomorrow. Stay tuned.